Very good afternoon, everyone. Jeremy here from quantstrategic.com.sg, and this is a follow up to my update on the Straits Times Index on the week closing of 27th November 2020. And I had a lot of inquiries about bank stocks, property stocks, as well as Singapore Airlines in particular. And I would just like to give a little bit of technical perspective as to what's happening on Singapore Airlines shares. So, right now, we're going to analyze the stock from a long term basis and on the 1 month chart. On the 1 month chart, if you just take a look at Singapore Airlines stock since 1988, that is almost 32 years, 3 decades back, where it started trading at about $1.39 and hit a high of almost $15 and the 3rd of January 2000 at the turn of the millennium. So what has happened after that is that Singapore Airlines has formed a double top at around $14. Okay, and after which it has been on a steady downtrend for almost 20 years. That's 2 decades, all the way from $14 to a low of $3.20 on the 3rd of August 2020 during the pandemic. And it's pretty similar to the performance of the Straits Times Index over the past 3 decades, 30 years, and we are now trading at the lows of at about $3. Right, so that is a perspective for you as to what's happening to Singapore Airlines shares, and essentially, the stock is currently experiencing a little bit of a rebound uh, at the moment, closing at $4.51 on 27th of November 2020. So, just going back about 4 years ago in 2015, there was a short signal in August where the level was about $7, and that particular signal has continued through the past 4 years, culminating in a low at about $3.20 just during the pandemic. And right now, we are experiencing a slight rebound to about $4.50 at the moment, which is on the Tenkan line. And the next level will be at $5.20 on the Kijun line. And finally, most importantly, the pivot is at $5.46. Now, Singapore Airlines, in order for it to clear and get out of this downtrend on a long term basis, it very much needs to clear the cloud above the $5 to the $6 level, means to trade above this particular region right here for an extended period of at least a year or two. So, in that sense, on a monthly long term basis, the Singapore Airlines shares are actually on a extended downtrend on a technical basis. So, this is the macro picture of Singapore Airlines shares. Once again, I want you to take note of the levels to watch as we rebound during this Santa Claus rally. First level, which we have cleared, is 450, which is on the Tenkan line, and thereafter 520, uh, which is on the Kijun line, which is almost a 50% retracement of the entire drop of the pandemic. And thereafter, a very significant point at $5.46, which is the super trend pivot, which may catapult SQ into a recovery. That is yet to be seen because this is a very long term basis. And let's have a look at the medium term charts. So, continuing on our discussion on the weekly charts of the Singapore Airlines, you can see that once again, also a short signal at about $7.24. That's 2 years back, targeting 332, which we have hit at the pandemic crisis lows. And currently, what we're seeing is just a rebound in a downtrend, and shares have hit. Closed at $4.51. And what we are observing is that price is trying to break out through the 520 level, which is the Kijun on the monthly as discussed earlier, and we want to see price trade above the cloud in order to have any substantial movement to the upside and sustainable long-term to medium-term recovery. For most of you, you'll be using the daily charts for Singapore Airlines, and this is the daily chart on the SQ shares. And as you can see, there was a long signal issued at $3.86 after this significant gap up on the 10th of November 2020, where prices kept up and opened up and more or less reach an intraday high of at about $4.15, targeting 465 as per monthly Tankan line targets. And it has continued on a very nice uptrend, still above the Tankan line at 435 with a very important pivot at 413. So for those of you who are long the stock, the important pivot to take note is at $4.13, which will reverse the trend. That should where your stop loss be placed on the daily chart. So for those who felt that you may have missed out this lovely rally in Singapore Airlines, what the chart that usually I use for day trades as well as swing trades will be the 4 hourly charts. So on 4 hourly charts, if you notice, instead of taking a long on the 10th of November, you could have actually taken the signal from the 4 hourly chart right here and went long at $3.46 on the 5th of November and targeting $4.65 with a dollar profit. And essentially, you would have made about 33% return on your investment based on the super trend break on the 5th of November. Held the stock throughout, and if you notice, this lovely super trend line was not violated, and it currently sits on a pivot of $4.33. So, for all you guys out there who are holding Singapore Airlines shares, currently the price action is a very nice bounce from its lows from the pandemic, with a stop loss at $4.33, and your target right now will be sitting right on the super trend line on the monthly charts, and that level currently would be sitting on $5.20 on the Kijun line, as well as $5.46 on the super trend line. So, as a recap, if you look at the 4 time periods, you can see that overall, on a long term and medium term basis, Singapore Airlines shares is on a downtrend right now, trying to resume an uptrend in the short term. You could have taken a long signal on the 5th of November 2020, targeting $4.65 initially, and thereafter, the next targets coming up will be $5.20 as well as $5.46 for this Santa Claus rally running into 2020. So we very much want to see a stop loss placed at around $4.33 to protect yourselves, and expect Singapore Airlines shares to recover and bounce furthermore to reach $5.46 for this year. And if prices manage to break above and hold above the $5.20 region, Singapore Airlines on the medium term might be able to recover and perhaps get to greater heights for next year. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe and click the bells for the next installment on the bank stocks that I'm going to be reviewing for this particular week. Thanks for watching.